What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters and welcome to Life to Metal. We're going to do a 5 random pulls video. What's spinning? And I haven't done one of these in a while. I had a few requests for it. Basically, the reason I haven't done one is because I've been tearing this room apart and put in a few new cubes. And I've got this giant pile down here of records that have yet to be put away. And I got more records over there that need to be put away. But I'm going to go ahead and do this anyhow. So we're just going to do it. My daughter's behind the camera and she's going to pick a cube from one of these, and I'm going to go pull a record out and see what we get.
Okay. Middle cube, 3rd row.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a picture disc. It is a picture disc. So this is Phil LYNOTT live in Sweden, 1983 picture disc. I can't even remember much about this one other than it's Thin Lizzy related. Is Phil LYNOTT, and I love Phil LYNOTT. But this is when Phil LYNOTT was outside of Thin Lizzy doing his own stuff. It was still pretty hard rock, but it wasn't quite the same thing as he was doing with Thin Lizzy. There's a couple of his solo songs on here, Yellow Pearl, a few Thin Lizzy songs as well. Also Parasine Walkways, which is a Gary Moore song. It's a cool live set, and I'm pretty sure that's, I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. But, what is the guitar player's name? I'm forgetting now. Don't you hate when you do that?
Yeah.
Daggone it. Anyhow, last guitar player who played with Thin Lizzy on the very last live album and on Thunder and Lightning, whose name is totally slipped my mind, which is ridiculous. But anyhow, he was playing on this one. So anyhow, Phil LYNOTT live in Sweden, 1983. You're liable to get anything, and when I'm pulling stuff out of this racks, because frankly, the way I have mine in order is just A through Z. And it's not in any kind of genre order, so there you go. Anyhow, Phil LYNOTT, what's next?
2nd cube, 2nd row.
2nd cube, so the middle cube from the 2nd row.
Mm-hmm.
Up here.
Yep.
Okay, well this one everybody's gonna know. Iron Maiden Killers, obviously one of my favorite albums of all time. Iron Maiden being the new wave British heavy metal band that became monstrous, you know, one of the biggest bands in the world. Not mean so much about this one, but original pressing. This is not a repressing on Capitol Records, US pressing. I've had it forever. It's been played and loved, and it's still loved. So Iron Maiden Killers, not very obscure, but we'll pull out something else, different shelf.
Yeah, this shelf, 3rd cube, 3rd row, or 3rd, yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Alright, well I can't really shuffle these ones as much because there's not as many in this one yet. I'll just grab something. Oh, okay, well. Staying with the new wave of British heavy metal, this is actually pre-new wave of British heavy metal. This is BUDGIE. This is one of their later albums, 1979, 78, somewhere around there. Impeccable. As with most BUDGIE albums, you have the little BUDGIE on here. Just classic power trio bands from the UK. This being, I've always considered BUDGIE one of the first wave of British heavy metal bands, along with you know, Rainbow, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, UFO, those kind of bands. So anyhow, not obscure, but a great album nonetheless. I actually have 2 different copies of that one. They're fairly similar, just 2 different pressings. There you go. Next cube.
Bottom corner.
Bottom corner. Now, to be honest, this bottom 2 cubes have been kind of hidden behind other stuff for quite a while, so I really don't know what's in here. These are my. This is what I sit on in this room. There's no furniture in this room. When I listen to music, I tend to just sit on the floor on pillows. So. Oh, okay. This is the last album, Last of Our Kind by The Darkness, another UK band, but this particular UK band is not really, I don't know, I guess people consider them heavy metal. I kind of consider them a power pop band. I know that they kind of stick out, they're very different from what I usually listen to, but I really like The Darkness, so this was their very last album. They put out I don't have all their albums. I have a few of them. Hotcakes, which I always thought was a really cool hand-drawn cover. And the very first album, Permission to Land. Still missing one. Hope to get one of these days, but you know what? Can't have everything. Okay, that's 3. We're going quickly because most of the stuff I pulled out so far has not been obscure. So,
Bottom, first one.
this one here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pulling out all this not obscure stuff. This is actually just a single, a 12-inch single for Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it, with 3 live tracks in the back. Kids are back. You can't stop rock and roll, and we're going to make it. Not obscure at all. I'm actually going to grab something else out of this same cube. See if I get something a little more interesting. Okay, still not obscure, but still a great band. Obviously, I'm pulling out a lot of British stuff today. This is another first wave of British heavy metal band. I mentioned them when I was sitting over there. This is UFO. This is Phenomenon. This is the first album they did with German guitar player Michael Schenker on guitar. This is kind of a crossover album because they were kind of a space rock on the first 2 albums, and then this album they kind of switched over to the more British heavy metal sound, but it was kind of a middle ground. Some of the songs are straight up hard rock, heavy metal. Doctor's on here, Rock Bottom, but then you've got other stuff like Queen of the Deep on here, which is just, you know, very different. So I think this was like 74, 73, somewhere in that area. Regardless, UFO, Phenomenon, one of my favorite bands. Since this whole section here, probably from here to about here is UFO, that was pretty, we gotta grab a UFO easy to know that. Okay.
Okay. Second to the bottom and third.
I've been accused of cheating before in this random pools, and man, UK band, new wave of British heavy metal. Not all my records are just British bands. It's just luck of the draw here. Strong Arm of the Law, one of the greatest albums ever recorded, right along with the UK album I pulled up, Iron Maiden, Killers earlier. Probably my favorites, Saxon album. This is actually a US pressing on the Black label, and I'm pretty sure Saxon, where'd we get that from?
Bottom.
Here. Yeah, here's the UK pressing, the US pressing. UK pressing is, I like UK pressing better on white for 2 reasons. Because I think it looks better on the white, as well. It's a gatefold with the collage of killer live stuff, which I've always just thought was cool. For whatever reason, the US version didn't get it. So, Saxon, this is about 1982, I believe. Yep, 82, 83, somewhere in that area. Actually, maybe earlier than that, 1980. 1980. So there you go. So that's, let's do one more. We're going through them pretty quick. I'm pulling a lot of stuff that's pretty not rare.
Alright, we'll go with the third cube. Yeah.
I guess I'm from the end this time. Okay, not a UK band. American band, speed metal, thrash metal, LAAZ ROCKIT from LA, I believe. This was they were started off kind of more as a power metal band, sort of similar to Metal Church. And by this album, they were just full on speed metal, thrash metal, and I love this album. Just not a bad song on it. A classic band, classic album, Enigma Records. Always liked Michael Coons. He's the vocalist. Always loved his high-pitched killer pipes. Yeah, great album cover too. I mean, come on, got this massive muscle guy on here with the bazooka, slaughtering everybody. So I mean, you just gotta know it's a good album, right? No mustache though. Okay, 1 or 2 more. Top shelf. What'd I get? Oh, okay. Canadian band. This is not heavy metal. This is hard rock, but it is a power trio. Pretty Bad Boys. This was, I can't even tell you what, I think it was the 2nd album from them. Kind of sleazy hard rock, kind of hard to describe. Power pop, kind of heavy, but not really heavy metal. Just straight up hard rock. I really like this band. Like I said, Canadian bands. Always like the back cover on this one. Pretty Bad Boys. This is on Attic Records, 1980, 1981. So, yeah, good stuff. GODDO. Might have been their third record, but somewhere in that area. Their first album is probably still my favorite, which is this one on Fat Cat / Polydor Records. Another power trio, though. Been showing a lot of power trios recently. Okay.
Last one.
Last one.
Bottom corner.
All the way in the corner.
Yep.
Okay. I just grabbed almost nothing obscure this time, but that's alright. Scorpions. This is the Fly to the Rainbow album. German heavy metal. Again, first wave of heavy metal. Probably, I think this was the first album to feature, was it the first record? I don't know, anyhow. This is the first record that I really got into with them. It has a bit of that space rock sound too, kind of like the early UFO stuff, but also has some really heavy stuff like Speedy's Coming, which is just a classic song. And then it's got the Hendrix E, Fly to the Rainbow, which is one of their best songs from the 70s. Really odd cover, I'm not sure what's going on with that thing, but I always like this album. I think Fly to the Rainbow and Speedy's Coming are my two favorite songs on here. Definitely. 1970s, this is another 70s record. 73, I think it was, or 74, somewhere around that area. It's funny, I couldn't remember dates to save my life when I was in high school for learning history and all that kind of stuff, but yet I can remember at least around the dates for every single record I pull off the shelf. So, anyhow, Scorpions. So anyhow, let's put that back in. That's it! Sorry, nothing real obscure in that one, but you asked for 5 random pulls. I gave you 5 random pulls. Actually gave you more than 5, probably 6 or 7 there. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll do more of these in the future, especially once I finish putting all the rest of my records away. And that's it. Appreciate you watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. God bless. Stay strong. I'll get a little bonus footage here because I totally forgot to say what's playing in the background is Tarantula or Tarantula, Kingdom of try one more time. Kingdom of Lustoin. I still can't say it. Lusitania? Okay, there you go. Portuguese band. Now this one's a little more obscure. This is a fantastic release. This was given to me by Rui Martins, who is actually from Portugal. So, absolutely love this album. I've probably played this thing 10 times already in less than a year. So, there you go. Just wanted to let everybody know what was spinning in the background while we were doing the 5 random pulls. So that's it. Thanks for watching.